Namaskar. In today's video, we are going to discuss about a very important festival for the Indian culture. It is called as BHADRAPADA Shukla Chaturthi, or more commonly as Ganesh Chaturthi. This day of Ganesh Chaturthi has been celebrated throughout the country since many centuries. But the modern form of Ganesh Chaturthi which we see today is mainly due to the efforts of Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Ganesh Chaturthi is a perfect example which showcases how conscious this culture was. This was and this is the only culture on the planet which understood that God is our own making. It is never the other way around. So in this video we are going to discuss that why the idols of Lord Ganesh are being dissolved in water bodies at the end of this festival. Is there any science to it, or is it just a superstition? So traditionally the idols of Lord Ganesh were made from unburnt mud or some specific metals. Now on the first day of the festival, several rituals were done with that idol. It was consecrated in a certain way. The consecration process was done using some rituals and some mantras. This created some sort of energy ambience around that idol and in that space. The next 7 to 10 days after that are completely offered to Lord Ganesh. Everybody's life revolves around Lord Ganesh. The songs are played in his praises. The food which he likes is eaten by all. The atmosphere of the country in those days is completely different. The way the celebration happens is really spectacular. But why do we do Visarjan? One reason for doing this practice was to remind every person that our body, our physical body, is also a piece of mud. But if we want, if we work a little bit, we can turn this into a really very powerful energy form. And when the deepest core of your life comes in contact with you, you come in touch with it, you get dissolved. This is what liberation, mukti or moksha means. So Ganesh Chaturthi is a symbol for our own growth, our own spiritual journey. Not towards Lord Ganesh, but towards our own liberation. Traditionally, the another reason for doing Visarjan was to immerse an energized idol into the water body from which you drink water. It can be a lake or a river or a well. In olden times, people used to drink water from their local water bodies. So if a few people immerse their energy idols into this water, the water will start to reverberate with a specific kind of energy which will be really very beneficial for the people who use that water. 72% of the physical body is water. And this is a small process in which you can handle this 72% in a very scientific and powerful manner. How the water element functions within us will determine most of the things about our physical health and well-being. But talking about the present day, most of the idols are made from plaster of Paris, or what we call as POP, and are colored with all sorts of artificial chemicals. In most of the places, not even proper consecration process or pran pratishtha happens, and this turns into a nightmare for all the water bodies in our cities and our towns. This is exactly what is happening to many practices in this country. The celebrations are continuing, the science is completely lost, but this was not traditionally how it was meant to be. Ganesh Chaturthi is coming, and this is time for every one of us to stand up and go back to mud idols. Our rivers and our ponds are already depleting. The aquatic life is vanishing. We need to stop what we are doing. In whatever small way you can, I really urge you to stand for this. And if due to the COVID-19, Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations are not happening near your place, you can do something even more interesting. Rather than giving 7 days of your life to a mud idol of Ganesh and then dissolving it, you should work towards your own dissolution. This Ganesh Chaturthi, let us give it as a gift to this piece of mud. This is all for today. If you have any other questions, you can ask me in the comments below. I will see you in the next video. Namaskar.